Hey guys, what's going on? It's MassiveJoes Weekly.
What? Another delicious intro, the MassiveJoes Weekly Word. Neve's 2 milestones today, my man. First episode for 2015 in his batch. Episode 50
5-0.
in his batch.
Half a century. Raise your bat, Joe.
Is it actually episode 50 or did Dillip make a mistake?
No, I think it is.
Because
No, it's not 50.
You don't reckon? Or you reckon he's just pulled it out and gone, I'm calling it 50.
He has.
Anyway, topics of discussion, Neve.
Oh, topic discussion is why my chair is so much lower than yours.
Discussion is it's the first video we shot this year. We walked into the studio and shit's
The chair's broken. You've been.
I don't know what's going on here.
I think Dillip's been in the front room with his pussycat again.
Mate, I think he might have. Should we pull the security footage?
She came in the other day.
We wouldn't do that to this badger.
They spent a rather large time alone in the showroom. Backing out.
Anyway, topics of discussion.
Back in stock, new products coming soon, MTS update, Arnold Classic and ASKNeve.
3 pages of ASKNeve, and as promised in 2014, we're going to get through every question. I don't give a if it takes 45 minutes. We're getting through every one.
I've got no work to do.
Because we are the people's company!
Why do we both have copies?
I don't know. Did you print 2?
I'm off.
It's a bit strange. I feel like I'm like all official now.
I'm a news reporter.
Look at that. Isn't that true? First topic of discussion, Neve.
I need my... Back in stock.
Yes.
All right, so we've got a number of apparel back in stock, being the retro tee.
Yep.
These are back in almost every size.
All sizes, all colours, all flavours.
Except for a couple.
Because you did mention you're going to eat a shirt before we started shooting.
I'll talk about that later on when we get to it. So, the retro tee, black and grey. Put over there.
Hurry up, Neve.
The performance...
We've got 3 questions of ASKNeve. 3 pages.
Performance tee, back in 3 colours.
Yeah.
The very original TMJ, what's this called? The training tee, I think?
Fitted tee.
Fitted
training tee. Can't remember
back in 2 colours.
Training tee.
The Stay Massive tee.
Stay Massive performance tee.
In 3 colours.
Yeah.
The jersey tee.
That there jersey tee.
With the big 5 on the back.
That's our best selling tee thus far. In two.
Alright, so animal product.
Start again.
Animal products.
Yes.
Cuts. Fat burner.
Yeah.
Stack.
Yeah.
Pump.
Yeah.
The Joe Special. And pack.
Pack, the multivitamin. All back in stock, man. All products in the animal range back in stock.
Machine Fuel is back in the mixed berry.
Mixed berry, that was out for a little bit, man. MTS ran out of stock in his bitch. Back in the house. That's my personal favourite flavour of Machine
It's mine
Fuel.
too. I'm using watermelon at the moment because we had no mixed berry.
Yep.
Drop Factor.
Drop Factor back. That was out for a couple of days over. What happened, man? Everyone over the Christmas, New Year's break ate a little bit too much. Got a little bit on the chubby side, mate. And they came and ordered the drop stack. We sold out. But it's back in now.
Greens.
Yep.
Uptake.
Machine uptake. All back in stock. And finally,
pre-gym in both flavours is back in stock.
Next topic of discussion, Neve.
So new tees. Got some new tees in stock.
New products.
The one I'm wearing. Oh, new products. That's not a product.
New products.
Pro Subs DMPX is a fat burner.
Yeah.
Thermogenic fat burner.
Finally came in 3 flavours, man. Actually came in, that dropped just before Christmas. But we haven't shot a weekly word episode since. So that is now officially in stock. That super strong thermogenic from Pro Subs, man. And cheap.
Oh,
you know how much that goes for? 40 bucks, man.
Also back in stock, while we forgot to mention, the black on black throwbacks. Did we mention those already?
Mentioned that last episode. And
the cut-off shorts are back in 3 sizes.
Yeah.
When you put up a picture of Joey Swole wearing them, and that got a lot of hate.
Dillip should probably put that picture up now, I'd say.
Put it up. So
yeah, pop it up. Pop it on the screen, man.
I gave Joey a pair at the last year's FitX.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's a whole lot of internet beef going on Boston Lloyd and Joey Swole and Shreds.
I was completely oblivious to it, hey?
Yeah.
I had some trolls rape my Instagram.
Yeah, so it was quite funny.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it looks good in the shorts.
Yeah. So the Core Nutritionals, which is a new product, Doug Miller's brand, Core Nutritionals.
Yeah. Doug Miller Pro.
Burn Ultra.
Yeah.
Which is obviously the fat burner.
Low caffeine fat burner. quite unique.
And Core Fury.
Now let me just break it down for the viewers at home, because there's been a lot of people waiting for these products. They are now actually officially, they dropped at MJHQ. We are gonna officially launch them next week. And Nevos, this has the potential. The core range, just the 2 products, man, the Core Fury Extreme, which is exclusive to Australia, and the Core Fury Ultra, which is the new Ultra, what the f was that?
Someone's dropping shit up. Oh no, the door slammed.
Was that an earthquake? Do we get earthquakes in Adelaide?
I remember we got like an earthquake once, like
hell, should we evacuate or something?
A couple plastic chairs fell over one time.
No, we keep going.
Keep on.
Anyway, the core nutritionals, in my humble opinion, Nevos, because I love that pre-workout, the Core Fury Extreme. Last time we trained on a Core Fury Extreme, you remember that?
We're in LA.
No, we're in
Virginia. Dallas.
It has the potential to be the biggest product launch in Australia.
Washington DC.
MTS.
Washington.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And we hit the LA Fitness at Dallas.
Yeah.
Anyway, keep your eye out on the raw reviews and the launch next week, man. But
in the Dallas,
prepare your supplement pantries. You know what I'm saying?
In the Dallas town centre.
Oh, that's it, man.
All right. So
new apparel.
New apparel. So the tee I'm wearing, TMJ in the black.
Trail in the back.
So that's the red with Team MassiveJoes on the front. Now TMJ, this is called the Billboard tee with the ADL for the Adelaide.
Yeah, we're calling that one the Billboard tee. Then we got the Stamp tee, available in the white that Nevos is showing you right there, man. It's called the Stamp tee because it's got the big Team MassiveJoes stamp on the front and the back. That's available in the black and white. And then finally, Nevos, sporting it myself. The tee that I reckon is going to be the top selling tee of the new range, the Team MassiveJoes crest tee with the crest on the sleeve and his badge. Look at that.
So
and the back. It doesn't get much fresher than that Nevos. And the Team MassiveJoes on the front.
Because we're the people's company,
now we're
honest. I love the back.
Yeah.
But I think that the front is the fucking worst design we have thus far.
The front is amazing.
I hate the front. And
the sleeve is the best sleeve we have seen thus far. So tell the viewers what we discussed before we went on camera.
I think the front is shit.
Yeah.
So, because I love this one and I love
Tell the viewers what you said. We can get it on record.
So you said that this is going to be our best-selling tee.
I think of the 3 new tees, the Billboard, the Stamp, and the Crest, I think the Crest will be the best-selling tee.
I said if it's our best-selling tee, I'll eat a shirt in an episode of Weekly Word.
Yeah, so we have it on record now. But let's define this. Let's say how long over a period. We have to set the period.
It has to be this month, January.
All right, so for January, at the end of January, we're going to add up the sales figures for the 3 different types of tees.
Yeah.
If the Crest tee is the best-selling tee, you will eat a Crest tee on camera.
Well, what do you got to do?
Nothing.
Okay.
Next topic of discussion.
Coming soon.
Yeah.
P28 peanut butter will be a couple weeks away.
Yep. All flavors: white chocolate, banana raisin, original almond, and the signature spread.
So Max's, the Max's Beta Pump, which is their pre-workout.
That's launching next week, along with
the Max's Intra Boost, which is their intra-workout.
Now you've been using those quite a bit, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a big fan of them.
You don't mind them, do you?
I don't mind them.
They're from Max's, which is an Australian company, but those 2 products are actually produced in the US.
Yeah,
funnily enough.
The Intra Boost is good. The Beta Pump is good. It's got no creatine in there, so I had a bit of creatine in there.
That's why it's called Beta Pump.
Yeah.
With a beta-alanine in the pump.
Yes.
Yeah.
Core ABC, so the core nutritionals, Doug Miller, his B-Sub formula is launching.
It should be in about a month.
A month.
Yeah, because that one had to come on the sea. These ones, the Core Fury and the Core Ultra, we airship these bitches because they're light and you can justify the cost of the air freight per unit. The Core ABC is like 4 times the size of this and weighs a shitload. Can't air freight that, man. Else we'd be charging like 150 bucks a tub for it.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit further behind. Should be here in about a month's time.
HPN, what do they even call that? NR?
NR.
Yeah, what is it?
It's Niagen.
I'm not sure what Sean's calling it, but whatever.
That's cool. Wait for the raw review on that one.
Rich Piana Real Food.
Yep, that's on its way. That's a pretty cool, unique product, man.
An MTS Way banana cream pie and MTS Way no bake cookie, which leads us into our next point.
That's what you call a segue, Nevos.
Yes.
Into the next topic of discussion, Neve.
MTS update. So MTS is launched, or apart from all the stuff that we just showed you, which is back in stock, but the MTS Whey and the MTS Fuel 90 serves will be back in stock next Friday.
Yes.
So you're watching this on Friday now.
Well. Let's say it will land at HQ next Friday. So we'll be back in stock probably the Monday after that. Yeah. Because it's not a pallet we've got coming; it's containers. So the shit doesn't unload itself, Nebosh.
No, and you don't unload it either. You sit in your chair. It's
going to take us a little bit of time to actually logistically get the stock available for sale, but we're talking like the next 10 days. And even less.
And the pain in the dick thing is that, like, on the container, there's like a footing like this big, so you can't just roll the the pallet jack straight in and roll it back out. Yeah, I can't get it out.
But on that shipment, be specific for the viewers. What's on that shipment?
So all the MTS,
what's landing?
All flavors MTS Whey, which are chocolate, vanilla, cookies and cream, caramel, and what's the last one? Peanut butter fluff, as well as banana cream pie and the no bake cookie.
Yes, the 2 new ones.
Yes. Mint choc chip will be here probably mid-March.
Yeah, mint choc chip will be here before the Arnold.
But yeah, those are the flavors. 7 flavors back in stock.
But I honestly, like, legit, and I'm not even saying this to bump fucking sales up, but if I was a consumer, I would honestly go as soon as that launches and buy at least 1 tub of every flavor. Would you not?
Well, people were last time.
I will, myself, as the owner of the business, I'm taking 1 tub of each flavor for myself. Yeah. And as a consumer, I would be doing exactly the same thing.
I'll be getting vanilla because I'm a big fan of vanilla.
No, 1 of every flavor. Because you can mix and match, make your own. You can make like a no-bake caramel cookie.
Very true.
Or peanut butter banana cream pie.
All right, next topic.
Next topic of discussion, Neve.
Arnold Classic.
Yes.
I don't really know what we're talking about. What are we talking about here?
Well, we need to put it on because Arnold Classic's coming up. We did release the graphic mock-up of our booth, which Dylan, please put on the screen right now. We released this during the week on Instagram or Facebook. This is what the booth is going to look like. It's a super booth. It's enormous.
A big booth.
It's a ridiculous booth. The booth is actually bigger in terms of footprint, like meters squared, than our biggest store.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. So that's the booth. And I think what we should do, leading up to Arnold Classic, is 9 weeks away. I think every week leading up now, we should release 1 piece of information for the viewers at home.
Yep.
And I think this week, the piece of information that has to be released is a special guest appearance by the one and only owner of MTS Nutrition, Mark Loblana.
Oh, that's a given.
In the house! MassiveJoes stand. No! 1 per week!
Oh.
Mark Loblana is this week. He will be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the Arnold Classic at the MassiveJoes Super Booth. Next topic of discussion, Neve.
ASKNeve.
Let's go. 3 pages.
Did they just put the slide in? Did Dylan just put the new slide in?
No, Dylan, put the slide in. Boom! Got his own title slide. Not even a mention of Joe on the title slide. It's like you've been sent off by yourself.
I have been.
Your own title slide. You know what happens next? Your own video series, mate.
I don't know what I talk about, mate.
Anyway, that title slide is clean, I'd ever say. Shall we begin?
Yes.
All right. Maximilian Muller wants to know, Neve, when will you finally change the name of the company to MassiveNeves? You would really do me a favor because every time I try to type MassiveJoes into Google, I end up typing Massive Hose, we've all been there, and get to completely different websites with content that's very unpleasant to look at. Much respect from Germany, keep up the good work.
The thing is,
we've all been there.
But the thing is, I type Massive Hose on a weekly basis on purpose.
We actually named the business MassiveJoes to pick up on that keyword.
Yeah.
Ain't that the truth? Next question.
It's all about Google Analytics, mate.
Max Johnston wants to know, hey fellas, just wondering if you could tell me what the absolute maximum of BCAAs you can consume is. I have a very high protein diet, 327 grams of protein a day, and I'm currently drinking aminos throughout the day and pre and post and during. On a given day, I can drink up to 50 grams. Is this too much or will it help me look as shredded as Joe one day? Thanks, keep up the good work.
Well, 50 grams is like 10 scoops.
Yeah.
Throughout the day.
Yeah.
Of BCAAs. So you have to remember
he wants to know what the absolute maximum is.
I mean, there's not an absolute maximum, I don't think, but you just have to remember that you have to add into your calorie
macronutrient. You have to account for BCAAs as protein in your daily protein intake.
50 grams of protein is you have an additional, essentially another 200 calories.
Are you struggling with English
I
today?
am today.
Yes.
I don't know what's
50 grams of BCAAs equals 50 grams of protein. You need to incorporate that into your daily protein intake. Next question, Neve.
I was trying to work out what 50 times 4 is, mate.
200 calories.
That's why I was, yeah.
Lumpy554 wants to know, hey y'all, I'm 19 years old and have been training for about 2 years. I'm 5'9" and currently sitting at 201 pounds, 12% body fat. I'm looking to cut down to 8%. I'm taking Gatorade during my workout. I'm too broke to afford an intra. Man, I'm pretty sure Gatorade's more expensive than intra workout.
It would be. If you're buying a bottle of Gatorade, it's like, that's $3 or $4, where you could be.
You should run the maths on that, my man.
A scoop of intra workout is like $1 or so.
Okay, so he's doing Gatorade along with my BCAAs. I'm wondering if adding acetyl-L-carnitine to my pre-workout shake would be a waste, since my body is already being fueled by Gatorade. Big thanks for all the awesome and entertaining content y'all put out. Stay massive. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that Lumpy554 is from the south of the US of A.
Y'all.
Because they say y'all a lot.
Two things there.
All, for you Australian viewers at home.
Two things there, Mr. Lumpy. So your L-carnitine is completely different to what's in your Gatorade, which is just sugar.
Yeah.
So acetyl-L-carnitine, is going to help you because of your fat metabolization and also your mental focus if it's acetyl-L-carnitine. But yeah, I would not be having your Gatorade. I'd just be looking at, especially if you're looking to lose body fat. Yeah. I'd be swapping that B-Sublaze. I mean, over there in America, your B-Sublaze are even cheaper than here in Oz. So I'd be swapping that for your MTS fuel and chucking some acetyl-L-carnitine in pre-workout.
That's what I'd be doing as well. And if you want carbs intra-workout, man, hit up like All American EFX Carbolin, or you're a big fan of ProSups Carbolic. It's going to be cheaper than buying a bottle of Gatorade every workout. Next question. I Took Your Pride wants to know, hey guys, it's Brian. What's up, Brian? You probably don't remember me, but we met in Dulles, VA at the vitamin shop. Of course we were. Do you remember that guy?
The two fellas.
We were in the vitamin shop and we were looking at, what we looked, I think we were looking at Isopure or some shit.
No, you
ISO 100?
No, you got ISO 100 because you ran out of MTS whey, so you had to get some. No, because you were cutting, so you had to get some more WPI.
With no carbs, no fat. So my carb deplete on the flight home. That's right. Yeah, and we ran into Brian. I remember. What's up, man? And I was wondering where you guys studied at for college/university and what degrees you guys have. Keep making awesome videos and gains.
My degree is a degree in thugonomics.
Thugonomics, thug life. You're raised by the streets. You got a PhD.
A poser hating degree. All I've got is my Cert 3 and 4 in fitness, which is just your PT qualifications. Yeah,
I went to college, or what we call it in Australia, university, Brian, man, and I studied at the University of Adelaide. Got these bitches on them.
Bring them out at every occasion.
Check it out. He asked the question. I gotta show him. If you're gonna ask, the People's Company will deliver.
I'm surprised I'm even in the frame. You haven't just zoomed in on those certificates.
The University of Adelaide, and I studied a Bachelor of Law and got first class honours, and I did a Bachelor of Engineering, Mechanical Engineering, also with first class honours.
There you go.
He asked the question, man. I got to provide the answer. Next question. Matt Horgan wants to know, sup guys, just wondering if a pre-workout has gone hard and formed a giant clump. Is it still okay to break up and have? Answer that question first. He asked two. He's done a double bitch.
Yeah, I mean, there's a difference between gone hard and like rock solid, where you can tell that water's gotten into it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still going to be fine. I can't really see why, but yeah, if it depends. If it's hard, you I just squeeze the tub and just, what the f are you doing?
I'm putting the f***ing degrees back
and
up.
Shake it around. What am I talking about? Yeah, shake it around.
Next question, same guy. Also, just wondering if you could shed some light on an issue I'm having with my bench press, my barbell bench press. I'm finding that my upper lats are engaging heaps and are getting more pumped than my chest. I do have genetically large lats. I've tried keeping my shoulders back and squeezing my shoulder blades together, which helps slightly. Just wondering if you guys have any tips on how to help, or if I could be doing something wrong. That's your expertise.
Maybe you could be squeezing too much on the way down. I mean, I've never had a pump for my lats.
That's pretty weird from benching.
I mean, like I've done a lot of research, and apparently, like when you want to try and think of your lats as like a spring, so your lats are sort of coiling like a spring on the way down, and then you're exploding up when you power off. But I've never heard, to be honest, I've never heard of anyone getting a pump in their lats from bench press.
Very strange. Brandon O'Reilly wants to know, Sir Neve, is there any truth to the claim that soy proteins or foods lower testosterone, aka gains? Research out here suggests it does and doesn't. If it does lower, would this actually have a significant effect on building muscle?
Well, I've heard that it actually increases estrogen production.
Yes. It doesn't necessarily lower testosterone, but in very high doses, and we're talking like a shitload of soy protein, it can increase estrogen.
So, I mean, it is going to have an effect on muscle building if you're having a large amount. But
for most people, man, I mean, like even if you're having something that's got a bit of soy protein, or unless you're like on a soy protein diet, it's probably nothing to worry about. Would you agree?
No.
Next question.
I mean, I'd stick to your whey protein over soy protein.
Of course, much more bioavailable. The amino acid profile is much better for being biologically available for human consumption as well. Hubert Seswich wants to know, hey guys, Happy New Year. It may be a strange question, but how tall are you?
What are you, 6'2"?
I'm about 6'2", man.
I'm like, what am I, 5'9"?
Yeah.
5'10".
I reckon.
Yeah.
We'll break that down. Centimeters for Hubert? I'm about 190 centimeters, man.
I'm about 176 or 7.
Awai Kazi wants to know, Happy New Year, brothers. Happy New Year to you, my man. Hope the new year brings a whole lot of new gains. Anyways, I'm just wondering, say you have a couple of days off from lifting for whatever reason, would you recommend starting again from the first day of your split, or just starting again on whatever day it happens to fall on? Cheers, boys, and stay massive.
Just keep starting on whatever you stopped on. So I mean, if you split chest, back, shoulders, legs,
and you
arms,
miss shoulders,
whatever, and you miss shoulders, you don't want to go back to chest. You want to just keep working through it.
Yeah, the best way is just don't skip workouts, man.
Yeah.
TVZ111284 wants to know, this is Travis from Louisiana. I love the raw reviews, but I have noticed you have never recommended any pro hormones. What is your opinion on pro hormones and your opinion on the 2015 ban in the US on all pro hormones? Keep up the awesome videos. This is probably a question for you.
Well, the thing is...
Well, all of them are questions for you, but this is particularly your expertise.
Well...
Because you research this shit.
Yeah, well, the thing is that... number one, we never, well, let me just read this. We never recommend any pro hormones because they're not actually available here in Australia. They're illegal in Australia.
Exactly. So us recommending pro hormones would be like us recommending
steroids, just anabolic steroids,
or cocaine, or
anything.
Any kind of illicit drug.
Number one, we can't get them in through customs.
Yeah.
And number two, they're illegal here in Australia.
And now they're illegal in the US.
Yeah. What is your opinion on pro hormones? Your opinion? I mean, personally, I think it's a good thing to be banning them in the US because you get a lot of young guys being 16, 17 who are just going into shops going into shops and just buying them and then not realizing that they have an effect on their hormones and their testosterone and effects later on in life if they're... I mean, especially, I've been there and done that. Obviously, when you're young, or been there and done stuff with supplements, is you think that necessarily more is going to be better in everything. Yeah. I mean, protein, pre-workout, fat burning, you think, oh shit.
Standard thought process.
Yeah, which is being just young and naive. So, I mean, a lot of guys are just going to take twice the amount and then just completely their bodies up. Yeah. That's my opinion on it.
Yeah. And I don't really know too much about it, but from the things that I do hear, I've heard that like if you compare like a pro hormone that's supposed to have a certain effect on hormones compared to an actual hormone, the pro hormone is actually like more liver toxic and organ toxic.
Yeah, it is.
Would that be correct?
Yeah, because it has to pass through your liver because tablet form.
There you go.
What was I going to say? Oh, and also another interesting thing is when you and I were in America the first time together, so 2 years ago, remember when we were at that store, we won't name them.
Max Muscle.
Yeah. But the...
on Lincoln Boulevard in LA.
Yeah, the guy who actually was... It's closed down now. It's closed down.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we went in there and we were looking just at the t-shirts and obviously we were just checking out what the stuff stores in America were like. Yeah. But a customer walked in who was just starting training, and the dude tried to sell him under-the-counter pro hormones.
The first thing
he said. Didn't even speak to him about his diet or training or protein powder. Yeah. The first thing he did. And he tried to sell it to you and me as well, remember?
He did.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, I took 3 bottles.
Next question.
That's why the point.
Mohammed Jaffrey wants to know, hi Neve, aside from time, how can you tell if the workout plan, particularly but not limited to your workout split and frequency, is effective for you and is helping you make gains?
How can you tell workout plan?
I just read the f***ing question.
Yeah, well,
concentrate.
Well, you need I mean, it's where you have to sit down and look at it, and if you got to and look at what your goals are, look at your strengths, weaknesses, what your goals are. I mean, if your goals are to get to big arms and you're not actually training arms at all, well, yeah. I mean, then your workout's not going to help you. I mean, if you're a sprinter, but then you're going and doing a lot of just high rep shit where you should be working at fast explosive movements and more Olympic lifts. So you really have to look at your strengths and weaknesses of your physique. I mean, if you got
tailored, man.
Yeah, if you got a fantastic upper body and a shit lower body, you got shit legs, and you're training legs once a week or once every 2 weeks, or you're not sort of focusing on those muscle groups, and it's going to be a shit ineffective workout plan.
Next question, Jovan Rodriguez wants to know, hey guys, so I tried Hemivol and Clash and love the pumps, but I hear Clash and Noxygen is better. What's your opinion on that? And if I use Noxygen, how many scoops should I use? Thanks and stay massive.
Personally, you and I both think that Clash and Noxygen is a better stack. The reason being, I think, is because that Clash contains agmatine already, and then it already contains agmatine, so when you're having Hemivol
and TMG as well,
and when you're having Hemivol, you're just adding in more agmatine, you're adding more of the same stuff in there, which is Noxygen is a different type of nitroxide booster. Well, it's a muscle volumizer actually, with the glycerol, so it stacks much better. I personally do 2 scoops of Clash, 2 scoops of Noxygen, man. The pumps are sick. Yeah. Next question, Tom Wilson. Your thoughts on fat grips for arm development? Have you tried them, and what exercises are they best to use with? He's from New Zealand, Tom. Really? He says, love your work here in New Zealand. Oh, yes. Good. I like New Zealand. I'll be back there soon. I've never been there. Christchurch. Possibly Auckland too. Yeah, I mean, the fat grips are not so much for arm development, more for your grip strength and also your forearm development. Sean William wants to know what exercises? Let me answer the question. Sorry, me. My bad. I apologise. I've used them on like the dumbbell presses and also the like rowing stuff. Yeah. Sean William wants to know, hey guys, any tip on reducing butt wink when doing squats? Not really. It's a genetic thing, really, isn't it? The butt wink? I don't get it, so I don't really know. Yeah, I don't get it, so yeah. Probably not your expertise. No, I mean, you'd be more looking at someone who actually, like, you have to look at your setup and like where your feet are placed and your ankle mobility. It could be a number of... Is butt wink, can I ask you a question? Is butt wink from going 2 balls deep with your squats? It's at the bottom of the movement, so you could be going too deep. So just pull out a little bit. Marcus 777 wants to know. Personally, you and I both agree that I don't think there's any reason to go below parallel. No, especially for quad development. I mean, no reason as soon as you go below there, you start to bring hammies in. I mean, hit hammies via your stiff-legged deads and stuff. That's it. Marcus 777, hey, how did Neve become the sales manager of MassiveJoes? Did he or what did he study? Any tips for aspiring managers? I just started studying operations management and dream to one day work for a company like Team MassiveJoes. Well, I started working for Joe just as the warehouse manager, or just in the warehouse. And then, kind of when the business started expanding, then you needed someone to do the sales manager job. And you stepped up, mate. I stepped up. And grabbed that by the balls. Yeah. I didn't actually do any studying. Because I've owned a landscaping business and a personal training business. Yeah. So I did have some. You got a good practical business mind. Yes. Isn't it? You don't have any necessarily qualifications. Well, you got personal training qualifications. Yeah. But no business qualifications as such. You got that there real world experience. But I think you've been raised by the streets. Yes. The business street. I think that I do have a business mind. You and I both think very similarly in business, I do believe. We do, very logically. Jack Dunn wants to know, hey fellas, been experiencing some pain in my forearms, pretty much along where the bone is, closest to the skin when I barbell curl Nevos. We've been there before, both of us, man. Yes. I think it's quite common, actually. It's at its worst when I use a barbell at the end of a set. I'm wondering if it has something to do with the wrist position, as I recall you mentioning the importance of this in the gym episode. Yeah, it's to do just with the forearm tendonitis. That fixed position. Personally, when I use an easy bar for bicep curls or just straight dumbbells, it doesn't hurt or it doesn't quite hurt as much. You might just need a couple of times, just a couple of weeks off or a week off from that particular movement just to let the inflammation subside.
Man, the only way you can get rid of tendonitis, especially forearm tendonitis, is to stop doing the shit that aggravates it. That's the only thing you can do. You can't, anti-inflammatory is full of shit. Icing is full of shit, man. You physio, dry needling, massage, all that, full of shit. Just don't do whatever aggravates it. 4 questions left.
Yeah.
Tyson Farrell wants to know, hey guys, what's doing? I think it's what's going. What's going on? Well, what's happening?
What's happening?
What's good? Just wanted to know, what is the best pre-workout you both recommend and why?
Me personally is MTS Clash.
Yep.
I don't like the real heavy stims.
Yep.
Number 1.
Yep.
Number 2, it's got your full 5 grams of creatine monohydrate, 3.2 grams of beta-alanine, 750 milligrams of agmatine.
It's clinically dosed across everything, man. Me personally, it's MTS Clash as well, followed very closely by launching next week, the Core Fury Extreme. I'm excited to I'm training on this shit tonight. I'm excited. Next question, just another channel bro wants to know, shotgun first question for 2015. Zach, my brother, I think you must be down near almost question 15 of 2015, but you made the first episode, so it's all good. My question is, when training arms, my forearms blow up way more than the actual muscle I'm targeting. My forearms are actually the same size as my upper arm, which is 15 inches. That's a big forearm, man. Just what
can I think a lot of private reflection period in his bedroom at night.
What can I do to actually make my buys and tries grow? Brand new year of gains, guys. Would be keen to train with you guys sometime in the new year. Man, you can train with us whenever you want. You know where we're at. 24 Woodlands Terrace, Edwardstown, South Australia in this bitch. Come and hit some arms with us, baby!
I know Joe's a big fan of using lifting straps when he's training buys. That takes the need
tension off the forearms.
Tension off the forearms.
And I got big forearms too. People always, well, you can't really see them there. People always comment on my forearms. There you go. That's probably a good shot. See that? It's like snake.
That's all camera aspect. Camera aspect. What? Aspect. Who fucking knows?
Who knows?
Anyway, personally, what I do is instead of having my curling like this, have your wrist tilted backwards.
Bad.
That's another little one.
You just got to take your forearms out of the movement, man. Lifting straps and keeping your wrist flat like that instead of curling it like that when you're training biceps and triceps, man, is going to take your forearm out.
A lot of people when they're curling will have the bar like that and then they'll be curling towards themselves. If you need to bring the barbell back, then your forearms aren't in that flex position.
Frankie Gong 13 wants to know, what tips do you have for a tall guy struggling with his knees going too forward? He's talking about squatting.
Yeah, squatting.
Yeah. I've used plates under the heels and it helps, but it doesn't solve the initial issue completely. I have flat feet and don't wear optimal squatting shoes, so would Olympic weightlifting shoes like the Mike Roma Leos help? The White Giraffe can chime in because I know he's almost 6'3", 6'2", pushing 6'3", is the same as me, stay massive. It's all in the technique, man.
For me, make sure that your hips breaking backwards are your first movement.
That's right.
A lot of people break at the knees first, which is going to put your knees forward. If you're breaking hips backwards, you're going to be automatically sitting backwards first. Another good thing to try is try and box squats. Because that's going to make your mind think about sitting backwards onto a chair or sitting down onto a chair rather than not having anything there. If you're thinking about sitting backwards, breaking at the hips, sitting back onto a bench and then squatting up, that's going to train your body to do that.
Last question, Neve. Iron J wants to know, thanks bud, love the videos. I'm a natural bodybuilder trying to keep abs on the off season. I pretty much eat the same as my on season, just increase volume of food. Any suggestions or anything you could give me, Joe and Neve? One saying for you, my man. One saying, as a natty bodybuilder, if the abs are showing, you ain't growing.
But then the other thing is a lot of nutty bodybuilders will think that they need to go to absurd amounts of body fat to be able to put on weight, and then they have to diet for 25 weeks to lose that body fat again.
The thing is, man, when you're trying to build muscle and you're in your off season, you shouldn't be concerned with maintaining abs. You shouldn't be concerned with maintaining low body fat because it's just going to hinder your progress. You're going to start with the psychological thing of, oh, I'm eating too many calories, and then you're going to cut your gains short because you want to start dieting again, you want to stay lean. It's just the mental aspect. When you're cutting, focus on cutting. When you're building muscle, focus on building muscle. Don't give a
Well, here's a question for you. What body fat do you reckon, is there a max body fat you reckon you should stop at?
What, in the off season?
Yeah.
As a natty?
Yeah.
I personally, and I can speak from experience because I've done like the real dirty bulk where I've got up to like 20% body fat.
Yeah.
I think as a natty, just because when you diet, you want to try and minimize the amount of muscle you lose, I don't think you should be going up above 12%. I think 12 is the absolute max. 10 is best. If you can keep your body fat around single digits or 10%, you by the time dieting and comps come around, you're winning, man. You're talking shredded glutes, you're talking striated chest, you're talking Christmas trainers, bitch!
That's the thing, you just need to give your body those calories to grow.
Yeah.
But you don't want to be, I mean, there's only so much amount of muscle that your body can actually put on per week.
Yeah, that's it, especially as a natty.
If people are looking at putting half a kilo on a week, we're going to be fat, water.
Yeah, but don't worry about the abs in the off season, man. Focus on them in the contest. Nevos!
Yes.
Do you have anything else you'd like to add?
Longest episode ever, I think.
Before I tell the viewers to hit that brand spanking, shiny, fresh, clean subscribe button. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, man. Stay up to date with all the latest editions of MassiveJoes Weekly WORD and everything else going on our YouTube channel. We've got some cool things in 2015, Nevos.
I haven't been
privy
to that information.
Where are we coming to them from, Neve?
MassiveJoes.com.
Stay